just a little thing with dating. Dating is, the reason we date is to evaluate, right? I mentioned that earlier, to evaluate. What's the word?
Evaluate.
We evaluate just like we do at employees. How are you doing? How am I doing? We talked about earlier surprise divorces. People are like, oh my gosh, I thought everything was fine, and all of a sudden she's having an affair on me. Oh my gosh, that thing was fine, and then he just says he wants a divorce. He doesn't want to be married anymore. One of the biggest causes of divorces or reasons for divorce in our society right now is irreconcilable differences, or we grew apart. Well, when you do the core, it's pretty hard to grow apart if you're always dating and evaluating. And evaluating means, how am I doing? Not how are you doing? Hey, Mark, by the way, I think you should be doing this, 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 and this, and this, and you're not doing this for me, and I don't like that. No, that's not evaluation. What do you do as an employee with an evaluation? How do you think you're doing? These are some things I've noticed. How can we work on that together? 3 really good questions to ask. But when I go to my wife and I say, honey, how am I doing as a husband? Am I spending that time with you? Am I doing what I should be doing as a father? Are you enjoying this? Now I know what she's thinking, as opposed to guessing what she's thinking so there's no surprise later on. So evaluating. And the last 4...
Go back to the 3 questions that the employer asked.
Okay. How do you think you're doing? This is what I've noticed or recognized. This is how we can work on it together. Or how can we work on this together? Sorry, I need to go that fast. The last core what's the word, please?
Sex.
Heard Mark say it. Other than that, no one else said it. What's the word, please?
Sex.
Sex and intimacy is essential to your marriage. The challenge is we don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about it to each other enough. We sometimes talk about it to our friends too much. And we also lie a lot about it. When intimacy, not just sex in your marriage, is working at its best level for the both of you, you will be more successful at your job. You'll be more wealthy. You'll be more happy. You'll be more connected, more resolved, more available, more spiritual, more loving, more charitable, and more alive than anything else you can do in your marriage. When you're truly having intimate connection with your spouse and partner, when you're truly being there for each other, there's nothing that can get in the way of the two of you. And you can overcome anything. Why? I don't understand people who are willing to get naked in front of somebody else and not be willing to share everything else in their life. I'd much rather share my thoughts than my body with people. Even my wife. I'd much rather be able to be open and honest with them in every aspect of it. And if you can't be open and honest with the person that you are naked in front of on almost a daily basis, you've got some challenges that you need to overcome. There's some issues there that you need to talk about. Because if that's not intimacy, I don't know what is. Understanding each other, being there for each other, understanding what your body goes through with each other. That's very, very important. However, Dr. Gray, John Gray from Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, he says men are like microwaves and women are like rockets. Think about it. Men, a couple pushes of some buttons, we're ready to go, right? Women, takes a little longer to warm up usually, get in the mood. So, how are we men going to turn on the crock pot a little bit earlier and be better? I learned something very, 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 very early on in my marriage. The key to a successful intimate life with your spouse, with your wife. Is it okay if I show you 3 of my sex toys?
Sure.
I just got one shirt.
Go for it.
Sure. Why not?
They're found in every home. They're very common. And they work miracles.
Awesome.
Guys, get your mind out of the gutter. This is actually a broom. This is called Fantastic. Pine Sol. Windex will do. Guys, write it down. Foreplay starts in the kitchen. Not all the guys are writing this down. Guys, foreplay starts in the
Because
kitchen.
we don't believe it.
Let me change your mind.
Especially for
Ladies, when you walk into a home that smells like fresh pines on the air, and you look down at your carpet and you see the nice V's that the vacuum cleaner makes, a little tingle goes through your body. It's like an automatic aphrodisiac, like, holy crap, what's going on? Is he gonna mate? If he did, that's okay. But it's a look around all the ladies, guys, see the little smiles on their face. There's not one that isn't like, baby, like, if you could do that. Guys, the point is this. The more time your wife does not have to spend on cleaning up after you, the more time she has to spend on you. The more time she will be willing to take that time with you. Instead of you coming home from work going, hey, I'm horny, and she looks at a pile of clothes going, yeah, good for you. Because that's one more thing I want to do in my day after I've cleaned up and folded your laundry, done everything else. However, if you are horny when you're coming home or at any time, pick up a broom, do some dishes, and it will change the whole mood of the entire home, I guarantee it. Am I right, ladies? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Now, guys, I have something for you. Ladies, when you have a project at home, let's just say you have a shelf you need put up or a picture you need put up, and you come to your husband and you say, honey, I would really appreciate it if you put up these 5 pictures that I just scrapbooked and framed and I want on this wall. Would that be okay? And he goes, all right. How do you feel? How does it make you feel when he does that? Does it make you feel like he's doing it out of love, that he is just so excited you've asked him to do something? Does it make you feel like he is just more excited than anything, that he'd rather do that than anything else in the world right now? Is that the look he gives you? Why do I bring this up? Because the moment he asks you for some alone time, and you say, how do you think it makes him feel?
The same way.
The exact same way. It's reciprocal. There's no reason for it. Now, not right now, I got something to do, okay, great. Occasionally. Drop everything I'm doing and do it, okay. Why? Because we do things for the other spouse for their good and for eventually our goods. Because the more time you both understand that the more I'm giving to the other person, the more it's only just creating more for us, the more you will have. Notice I use the word more a lot. More. More of this, more of that. More cleaning, more happiness, more yes, I'd be happy and willing to do that for you. The more you both will get, and the more quality you will have.